Sociological theories of crime. Sociological theories in general argue that crime is the normal response to a biologically and psychologically normal individual to social conditions that are abnormal and criminogenic. Sociological origins refer to the people, things, and the place we come in contact, which play a significant role in determining our actions and conduct. These causes may bring about the development of criminal behavior. Three primarily sociological theories of crime: strain, sociological learning, and control theories. Robert K. Merton advocated the theory of sociological structural strain. Strain theory is a sociological and criminology theory developed in 1938 by Robert K. Merton. The theory states that society puts pressure on individuals to achieve socially accepted goals such as the American dream. The strain theory by sociologist Robert Merton suggests that society puts pressure on individuals to achieve socially accepted goals even though they lack the means. Structural, which refers to the process at the social level which filter down and affect how the individual organizes his or her needs. If certain social structures are inherently insufficient or there is inadequate regulation, this may alter the individual's perceptions as to means and opportunities or individuals, which this refers to the resistance and pain experienced by an individual as he or she looks for ways to please his or her needs. If the goal of a society becomes important to an individual, actually achieving them may become more essential than the means adopted. Donald L. Akers developed the sociological learning theory in 1973. Social learning is a general theory of crime and criminality that emphasizes the mutual interaction among cognitive, behavioral, and environmental determinants of human traits. Social learning theory suggests that social behaviors is learned by observing and imitating the behavior of others. Social learning theory states that people develop motivation to commit crime and the skills to commit crime through the people whom they associate. In simple terms, people learn new behavioral values and attitudes by direct experience and observing other people's behavior through positive or negative stimuli. The same learning process in a context of a social interaction, structure, and situation produces both conforming and deviant behavior. The probability that people will take part in criminal and deviant behavior increases, and the probability of their conforming to the rules and norms is decreased when they differentially connect with others who commit criminal behavior and adopt definitions favorable to it. Social control theory. Social control theory focuses on why people obey the law. In other words, it explains conformity rather than deviance. Social control theory suggests that the strength and durability of an individual's bond or commitments to conventional society inhibits social deviance. The need for belonging and attachment to others is fundamental, influencing many behavioral, emotional, and cognitive processes. How strong or weak is an individual's relationship with others? The stronger the attachment and expectations, the more likely it is that the individual will conform. Commitment. The more an individual develops his or herself a particular lifestyle, the more he or she has to lose if he or she becomes involved in a crime. Involvement. The essential elements comes down to time. The more time an individual spends in law-abiding behavior, the less time he or she has to engage in law-breaking behavior. Belief. This is associated with upbringing. If an individual is brought up to a law-abiding, they are less likely to become involved in crime. The more a person possesses these characteristics, the less are the chances that he or she becomes a deviant or criminal. Consequently, if those factors are not present in the person, it is more likely that he or she might become a deviant. Drift theory. Drift theory recognizes the juvenile delinquents hold conventional values and attitudes. They are aware that their delinquent actions are viewed by the society as deviant. To nullify these conventional values and beliefs, juvenile delinquents learn techniques of neutralization. Neutralization theory. It is when offenders contemplate committing criminal acts. They use linguistics device to neutralize the guilt of committing crime. By doing so, they can commit crime without serious damage to their self-concept. Techniques of neutralization are a theoretical series of methods by which those who commit illegitimate acts temporarily neutralizes certain values within themselves which normally would prohibit them from carrying out such acts, such as normality, obligation to abide by the law, and so on. Neutralization and drift theory proposes that juveniles sense an obligation to the law. This obligation to the law remains in place most of the time. However, when this obligation is strained, juvenile delinquents tend to drift into crime. This trend is best explained by Sky's and Matsa's example of justified theft.